I'll have to be honest with you. First thing I'm going to mention right up front is it's free. I like this service when it's free because, you know, you can tie up a lot of money in different services, and from experience I found out that sometimes you can pay a lot of money and you may not be getting that much out of it.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. It's May 22nd, 2014. I'm Logan Burgess here to break down another very positive day for the soybean market in Chicago. Jumping into the quotes here, you see corn up 2 1/4 cents, soybeans picking up 13.5 cents, and Chicago wheat was down 5. Soybeans, once again, the highlight of today's trade, leading this grain market higher. You can see here from the daily chart, we now broke through the highs that we saw in late April, and we actually printed a contract high for the July soybean contract of 15.36 3/4 in today's action. You can see from this last candlestick here that we did close well off the highs of the today. There was a lot of selling pressure into this market. We're seeing the basis environment right now respond a bit. We see old crop bean basis down 5 to 10 cents across the U.S. But the big question now for traders is how high can this bean market go? Right now, a lot of the emphasis for this market moving higher has been coming from the demand side. And we got confirmation of that this morning by way of the export sales report. On average, traders expected net cancellations between 150 and 100,000 tons on the old crop. We actually got net sales of around 73,000 tons, so well above that. And if you take a look here at the weekly pace of export sales throughout the marketing year, you can see that we're now in a position where the USDA may need to make a revision to the old crop soybean export figure. This chart details weekly exports here, the blue line, and the red line is the USDA export expectation that they released in the May USDA WASDE report. So you can see now that soybeans that have actually been shipped have surpassed the total expectation for the USDA here this marketing year. And as I said, obviously now we're in a situation where export projections are going to be needed to be revised higher. The only problem with that right now is that current ending stock expectations are only around 130 million bushels, so there's not a lot of wiggle room there. That has traders concerned about soybean availability as we enter July and August here of the summer months. And really a lot of the bullish action that we've been seeing in the soybean market has been on the old crop, but it definitely has some spillover into the new crop. I still believe that this is a good selling opportunity here for new crop beans. I think that acreage numbers are going to eventually start to weigh on the November contract, but right now really seems like that July contract, the August contract are in the driver's seat of this soybean complex and helping put that premium into the November contract as well. We'll have to see what happens there in that soybean market tomorrow. In general today, not a lot of action to talk about in the corn or the wheat market. As we know, the Chinese were auctioning 1 million tons of old crop corn into their domestic market today. We don't have any reports yet on the amount sold or the price received, but we'll be tweeting about that on Twitter as it comes out. You can find us over there at GrainTV. Thanks a lot for joining us here on GrainTV to break down a very positive day for the soybean market. We'll see you back here tomorrow to wrap up the week.